Hello, hello, guys. Welcome to the Impact and Influence Author Show. And guess what? I got a wonderful guest here. I'm going to introduce her to you in just a moment. I want to tell you right now, I am in Savannah, Georgia. Yes, I've been over to Tybee Island and everything. Brought my mom here just so I can get away for a moment. You know, it's really good as an author, and you can get away and you can go somewhere. You can do some wonderful things that can give you that peace of mind to be able to get creative and write some more, right? Wonderful, right? Yes, I love it. Well, so we have our hotel lighting here, and hopefully that'll be good enough for you guys. But the best thing is what you're going to get, what you're going to be fed today. You guys hungry? I know you are. Well, today on the Impact and Influence Author Show, I have a beautiful young lady here right there next to me on that side. And her name is Heddie J. Simmons. She's an author. She's the author of Just Be You. And let me welcome you to the show, Heddie. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for having me. I'm doing great.
Well, it is our honor, young lady, to have you on the show. Well, you know, one of the things I always like to start off with, and that is to find out who you are as a person. So, who is Heddie?
Heddie is many things. I am a mother, I'm a wife, a minister, poet, author, friend, cooker, bike rider, love to eat food. I'm a little bit of everything. My main purpose, I believe, is just when I found out who I was to help others to just be in various aspects. So I love a little bit of everything. I am a little bit of everything,
That
depending
was
on
a
the
great combination
circumstances.
there. I'm kind of curious though. Now, when you say bike rider, are you riding motorcycles or are you riding like the bikes,
I
the
do the
regular bikes?
bicycle and the motorcycle. I have my own
Okay.
motorcycle.
She's one of
Yes.
those real cool people, guys. All right. She can do it all.
Yes.
I thought I wore a lot of hats, but you are wearing those hats over there. It's so funny too. You know, a lot of people won't admit that they like to eat,
That's
but
my
it's funny.
weakness.
They is it? Wow, that's so cool. You are such a nice size. Nobody would ever know. We would never know.
Can
I
you
need
say
some of your
treadmill?
jeans.
Can you say treadmill?
Yes, ma'am, we can. I can say treadmill. So now, that's funny. It's so cool. I think that one of the things that really shows our creative side as authors is the fact that we have this love of learning new things and doing new things and creating new things. And I think that's why we end up wearing so many different hats. I really do. So for you, and we're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about the title of your book, and we'll get to that in just a moment. But let me ask you, what inspired you to write? What inspired you to go down that road? Because you do a lot of fun things. And so, what was your inspiration? Had
My
you
insp-
always wanted to be an author?
no, no. I
Okay.
was told when I was in middle school that I was the worst writer ever.
Oh
That
no.
I really was. Becoming an author was never something that I ever inspired to do.
Hmm.
The book came about literally from dreaming 9/11 while it was happening. I was
Okay.
dreaming it while it was happening. I see it on
Hmm.
TV when my husband wakes me up. And then
Wow.
2 weeks later, I go on a fast and see exactly who I was praying for in the dream. And then the gift of
Hmm.
poetry was given. So it was never an inclination to ever want to
Hmm.
write unless it was my name on a piece of paper.
We're signing that check, right?
There you go. There you go.
That you're going to cash. Well,
Yes,
okay, so your inspiration came from a gift that was handed to you. Now, you believe your gift came from God, correct?
absolutely.
I know. I hear you on that. We're faithful people over here. But so that's a good thing. So that you're like one of my authors I'm bringing on that I find fascinating because you don't hear a lot of people say that I was given this gift to write, and not just to write as a regular author, but you're a poetic author. So
Yes.
that is interesting. Interesting. So when we look at the title, Just Be You, what is that title about? And why is the B spelled with two E's?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. And I'm going to tell you why. The B literally stands for the bumblebee.
Okay.
And it was given to me that the B is to life physically, as we are to be as an action in our
Hmm.
spirits to return back to God. There would be no life without the bumblebee because they start on the simplest ecosystem where they pollinate everything. You know, the trees grow because of the pollination that it carries when it goes from place to place. And
Mm-hmm.
then if we're not being given or doing the assignments that God gave us, then we're going to have a hard time within our lives. And we probably wouldn't have that freedom or that liberty to move because we wouldn't know who we are. So the bee never flies in a straight line. If you've
Mm-hmm.
noticed, it never does. And that's our life. A lot of times we don't go straight to something. You know,
Yeah.
it's like we veer off to the left, we veer off to the right.
I lost your voice. Can't can't hear you. Something happened. Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, yep. Maybe
Okay.
you're say that one more time. You were at we veer off.
We veer off to the left, we veer off to the right. We don't mean to, and then we get back on that path. Except the
Mm-hmm.
bee must fly in a beeline, and we have to be with the actions that God has called us to do to walk that straight line.
Wow, that's pretty deep, guys. Wasn't that pretty deep? I love it. So when we get this book, so I'm so happy because I'm going to get my copy, and I'm going to get my copy soon. So I'm excited and look forward to reading it. But so when someone purchases this book, does it help you to understand how to get to that gift within you, how to be like the bee and be about the things that you're called to do,
Yes.
walk in?
This particular book, because it is a poetic book,
Mm-hmm.
it has pictures that you start off with a poem, and each poem literally addresses something about you, something within your spirit, or talks to you as a total person. It encourages you in various ways as if why you're not believing in yourself. Do you
Mm-hmm.
know you have a land that only you can do? So there are those type of poetry pieces of poems that just inspires you in a way like, I never thought about it like that. Like getting your inside outside. What's on the inside of you that must come out so you can live out your truth?
Ooh, look at her, guys. I love it. Okay. Keep it coming. Keep it coming. That is so cool. That's so awesome. So let me ask you something. You want to share a little, one of your poems with us?
Be glad to. Let's
Awesome.
do getting your inside outside. And then
Okay.
I'll show you. It has the picture literally of a rainbow in a water sprinkler.
Okay.
And that's the inside trying to get outside.
Mm.
Getting your inside outside. What I have placed in you definitely must come out. The method others use will only make you shout. It is that on the inside that truly does matter. This hard life that you had was never meant for shatter. The pain, the hurt, the tears, the cruel feeling of rejection. Open
Mm.
your eyes and see that your inside is under construction. I, your maker, has placed a mighty and powerful word in you, but your insides must come out to finish up my truth. What I have placed in you, no, you can't dare keep to yourself. Those highly spiritual gifts were meant for someone else. When a true man of God truly preaches from the pulpit, those really listening are set free from the word spoken. Your life is exploded with your insides trying to get out. Once you start to get this, then you will truly shout. Your insides are your gifts that God has skillfully placed within thee. Open up, let Him out, and let God's truth let others be free. Stop hiding yourself and let your true desires go. Open up and be what you feel, be what you powerfully know. No, you truly have nothing to really ever hide. Now you know why you must get your inside outside. I bring you peace.
I love it. That is so beautiful. But here's the thing. Listen, folks, when I tell you, you definitely want to get this book because get it? No, but you
That's
want
the
to get it.
buzz.
Yes. Buzz. Listen, you want to get this as that inspiration you need because there's some days we can wake up and we can be on that side where we're like, oh my God, do I have to start life all over again? Do I have to go through the things that I worried about last night? And then you get overwhelmed and all that. But why not, as soon as you wake up, pick up that book, Just Be You? And let me bring the cover. I forgot to show you how beautiful this book is. Just Be You. How pretty is that? Okay. And I don't care if you're a guy, you can still get this book. It's a very pretty cover. but it's a book that's going to inspire anyone, male or female. And I would say in the morning when you're starting your day, just flip to something that's going to show you the way. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to go a
Uh-oh.
little bit.
I like that. I like that.
Oh my goodness. So let me ask you. So we had an opportunity to interview you on our Real Talk Around the Night show, and we talked about the vision that you had when 9/11 happened. Why do you think that God connected that incident with birthing this gift in you? Do you have any insight about that?
Well, because I'm not God,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know how, I can't really say for sure, but what I think, it was given to me to kind of help me with the gift that I already had. You know, some people say, oh, it's a prophetic gifting or you have discernment. There are times when I can feel things, I can see them before they come. And when the poetry came, it gave me a great way of just flowing with it. I could see something and then just let the words rhyme. And then it's literally something prophetic in a poetic form. But I just think it was his design, but it helped me tremendously with my gifting. It really did. It really did. Because most people these days, they say the prophets are dead and you don't know what you're talking about. But when it's put in words that rhyme, it
Mm-hmm.
seems like that captures the attention. And then with the authority behind the voice, it's like you're almost like not mesmerized, but you're listening intently because it's truth. You know,
Mm-hmm.
truth does have a way of taking authority if it's true.
I love it. That is really, really very wise. I love that. And it's a wonderful thing just to see how God can use us in different ways, how he can take a gift and something that he knows can reach his people, and he can bring it in so many different forms. And we
Yes.
all have our own way that we have to bring that gift forward and be able to accomplish the very thing that we're called to do. So I'm happy, so thankful that you have this beautiful gift within you. So let me ask you, when we talk about gifts, I know that I've read some information where you actually you'll write a poem or some poetry for someone as a gift that they can share at an event, or they can share with a family, or they can give to someone they love. Tell us a little bit about what you do there?
Well, I seem to do it all the time. I think
Okay.
when the poetry was dropped literally in my spirit, I was
Hmm.
writing exactly what was happening in the events with the message behind it. And
Hmm.
I just wrote a poem like that 2 days ago. A young lady says, I need a poem for my spiritual mom. This is what she does. And all she had to do was give me the name. So when I
Okay.
write poems like that, it just ministers to the person. It kind of picks something about what they actually do without
Hmm.
them realizing that's what they do. And it encompasses their whole life, almost the reason why they're on this earth. And it just encourages them. It blows my mind every time I write a piece like that.
Well, Heddie, you do know I'm over here saying, I want mine. Give me mine. I want mine. I want mine. I want mine. I do. I'd love to see what God has to say through you to me in regards to our gift. Hold on 1 second. Let me just make sure my phone is buzzing, and I just want to say, hold on, I'm on my show. By the way, if you're listening, you guys can leave comments where I can share them with Heddie today. If you're on social media, please make sure that well, I know you're on social media because you're watching me stream live, right? But please make sure you follow, you like, you subscribe, because I'm telling you, you're gonna meet wonderful people like the beautiful lady I have here. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, great. We're all set there, guys. So thank you for letting me take a moment. I appreciate it. So, like I said, I am excited. I hope. Please, oh, please, oh, please. I hope I get a poem.
We'll work something out.
Good, good. Let's work on that one. So, inspiration. How do you help someone to understand? So when they read "Just Be You," and they're trying to connect to what it is that's in them that they need to bring out, like the what you just shared with us. How do they bring their inside outside? How do you go about that? I know that what you said helps them to get an idea, but in reality, how would you tell someone to do that, especially if they don't really get the connection or they're not as faithful as some people, or they may not know God at all? So how do
See,
they come
that's the
into
point. That's the
it? Hmm.
point. It doesn't matter where you are in your life, because I can
Okay.
read the same poem to two completely different people, and they
Hmm.
will have two completely different explanations, because we all have a measure of faith, and it's
Hmm.
different for all of us. And God meets us wherever we are. He can use the same word, like we can both hear the same word, just like the poems are, and
Hmm.
receive what we need to receive out of it. And there is no wrong or right answer, because we're all on this walk, on this journey at different levels in our lives. And that's the beauty about it, because I've heard some interesting interpretations, and I'm thinking, wow, like, wow, really? And I'm blown away every time. And it's their
Wow.
truth, so
Wow.
God honors our truth when we're honest about our truth where we are.
Okay. So now this is your first book, correct?
Yes.
All right. Are there any other books coming up soon? Or
Yes, they are.
oh
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
wonderful.
Yes. Yes. Just Be You is the first of the Just Be series.
Okay.
So the next book that I'm working on is Just Be Loved. And that book will deal with people who have committed suicide, who
Wow.
feel like they're not loved, feel like they've been maybe adopted and they've been given away, and not really see the beauty that they are loved because they were still birthed, regardless of the circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times people say, well, where was God when this was happening? He was right there. He was
Mm-hmm.
right there, but he still uses everything for our good. I didn't say he causes everything to happen, but he still uses everything for our good because he loves us, and it helps us with our purpose.
I love that you cleared that up. You guys get that? Let's have a clear understanding.
Absolutely.
This is a young lady
Absolutely.
I really love. She is such a beautiful person inside and out. And I'm just so inspired by her. And I'm excited because she's also going to be a part of the Impact and Influence Authors Conference coming up. And I'm going to put something up there for you all to check out. Let me go over to my screen here. It is the Impact and Influence Authors Conference coming up March 26th through the 28th, a 3-day weekend event to meet all kinds of wonderful authors like Heddie J. Simmons. And you'll be able to get your book signed when you purchase one from her. And also just hear some insight. She's going to do a whole session just for you. So make sure you're there. Now, this is a free conference that you can come out to. I know if you're watching my show that you definitely love reading, or you are aspire to write, or you are a seasoned or new author. But whatever it is, you want to be a part of this, okay? Bring the people out that you care about, because there are 14 featured authors and they bring so much to the table. You're going to be blessed in so many ways. You don't know which book would be the book that would be something that can help that person that you invite as a guest. It is, again, as I said, a free event. And if you like, you can do what I do everywhere I go if I can, and that is get VIP. VIP for the whole weekend is only $50. That covers the whole weekend. You get your VIP seating, you get your VIP gifts. Okay, come on now. That in itself is invaluable. So make sure you come to the conference. And I bet you want to know how you can do that. Go right here to Lady Night Enterprises Publishing. And it's going to be information there for you to sign up for the conference. We do have a limited number of people that can be in attendance. We are following every safety precaution. We're following everything the CDC says to do so that we can keep everyone involved safe. And we actually believe in setting the standard for the way that we will now start to have to go out and enjoy being a part of an event. So we love, I talked too quickly and tried to swallow at the same time. But anyway, can't do that. But we'd love for you to be there and be a part of what's going on. Honey, how excited are you about coming to the conference and being
I'm
a part
so
of it, being a featured author, ma'am?
Yes, I'm very excited. When we had our meeting, there was a young lady who wrote one of the books about journaling. And
Mm-hmm.
I was so touched by her story that I've already ordered my book and I'm already using it.
Yay!
So
Look
I
at that.
think the authors they're all phenomenal. She just comes to mind because it was just, so interested in fasting and journaling at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So these authors they're hearing their stories. To, look, I have no words. I have no
It's, it's,
words.
and so when I tell you guys, not only are you coming out to be blessed, but just as Heddie is saying right here, we as authors, okay, we are blessed by the other authors. So we're even blessed ourselves. So we're loving it. We're excited. We're just excited as you are about this
Yes.
conference, okay? We're part of, the
Yes.
thing. So, okay. So make sure you go to Lady Night Enterprises Publishing, click on, registering to come out to the event, and make sure you share that information with someone else. Be a blessing to them. Let's get a weekend getaway. Come on. It's going to be really, really nice. And if you need publishing work done too, of course, it is Lady Night Enterprises Publishing. So we do provide publishing at an affordable cost for you. We work with you with payment plans because we know that you want to get your vision out there. So maybe one day you'll be on the show just like Heddie, and you'll be talking about your book, and people will be out there buying your book and supporting you just like you're going to do for the authors here. So we'd love to have you. If you're interested in coming on the show, you can give me a call at 678 and I'll tell you how you can get on the show. Also, for you out there, if you're an author or if you're a supporter of the work of writers and authors, you want to be a part of the Impact and Influence Authors Association. Check all that out when you go to the website. Click on everything, learn everything you can, get all the information. That's the thing about loving to write and loving to read. We like information, we like to be fed. So check everything out there because you don't know what might be there that will be a blessing for you. And you can see some of our wonderful sponsors there too. So now, again, the information and date, make sure you put it on your calendar. Right there, the 2021 Impact and Influence Authors Conference, March 26th through the 28th at the beautiful Embassy Suites in Gwinnett County, and that's in Duluth, Georgia. It's a suburb of Atlanta, metro suburban area of Atlanta. So make sure you come on out. So, Hattie, what would you say to people out there that's just aspiring to write, or they might have a block or something's going on? What would you say to encourage them in their writing?
Hmm. I guess the first thing I would say is just trust yourself when
Mm-hmm.
you know not what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Take the pen to the paper and the words will come out so true. Don't worry about what it may look like or what it may sound like in the writing. I promise you, when you do it the right way, it'll come out just fine. So inspiring. That's what I would say.
That's beautiful. I love it. Love it. Love, love, love it. Awesome. That is so great. So, guys, you heard it right here. This woman, I love her book, Just Be You. I'm excited about everything she shared with us about this book because I like to be encouraged. And again, this is a book you definitely not only want to buy for yourself to encourage yourself, you want to buy it for someone that you care about. I'm always trying to bless my family or my friends. And if I see something that I think would be really, really good for them or inspirational for them, I know you guys heard her talk about the next book that's going to be coming out. This is to help people that feel unloved or feel like they're not here. They don't have a purpose, or they're alone, or they, are thinking just all the wrong things that we sometimes think as people. But that book is even going to help them to get to a place of understanding. You're not a mistake. You're here for a reason. And we're even saying that to you right now, even before the book comes out. If you're listening to the show, it's the reason you're listening. And God is saying to you, you're not a mistake. It does not matter how you got here, because only God can give life. The devil cannot give life. Only God can give life. And you have life in your body right now. So you need to come to a place of doing the things that you need to do to keep your mind and your heart where they need to be. Am I right, Hattie? What else would you
Abs-
add to that?
I agree 100%. And trust the God that's within you. I mean,
Mhm.
trust your measure of faith and don't align your faith with anyone else's because we're all different. All it takes is that mustard seed. And if
Yes.
that's all you have, then you still have faith and trust it.
Hmm. I agree. I agree. Well, guys, listen, I want to tell you, make sure Whoop, we got some comments over there. I'm so sorry. Let me look over here. I was so caught up with Heddie. I forgot to look at the comments. All right, let's see what we got going on. We got some questions for you. Oh, I love this girl right here. First thing she said is, she's beautiful. I told you, Heddie.
Oh, thank you. Thank you,
And
honey.
also, she agreed with the things that we've been saying, and she says, congratulations.
Thank
And
you.
as well, I'm excited to meet her. See, I told y'all now, Jay is another one of our featured authors. And here's one of our other featured authors. And you guys seen her on the show. She's excited because she gets to meet Heddie. Okay. So let's just come together and meeting each other. When I say you think you're excited about the conference, we are crazy excited about the conference as well. So, it's going to be a whole lot of fun when we got a lot of people coming together. That's exciting. I mean, that's excited. And it's so many fun things that's going to be going on. You'll have the opportunity to dine with Jay and with Heddie and with so many of the other authors there. We have an evening on Saturday. It's called An Evening with the Literary Stars. So you'll have the opportunity to mingle with them, to talk with them, and again, dine with them. And we're going to have a keynote speaker there as well. And you definitely don't want to miss on Sunday the 2021 Author of the Year, Impact Influence Author of the Year award ceremony. And this is formal black tie. You don't have to be black tie if you don't want to come in. But let me tell you, my authors and myself, we're going to be formal, okay? We're going to be looking really, really good, hopefully, right? And up there
Definitely.
to impress you so that we can get those votes and perhaps be that impact and influence author of the year. It's so much fun. It's just a lot of fun and so many ways that you get to be involved for you guys who aspire to write. I have a cousin and she was watching my show the other day and she's been, she aspires to write and she is coming out to the conference, I believe, too, but she was just saying that how her kids have told her she should write and she's written things, but she never went to the point of going to the next level of publishing. So if you have that gift in you and you want to write, go ahead and move to that next level. And also come out to the conference so you can be inspired by some of these wonderful authors like Heddie J. Simmons and learn some things from them because we actually do an authors panel. So we do a Q&A with you. You'll be able to ask us questions and we'll answer things for you and help you along your journey. So it's just so much fun, so many things to do at the event that you definitely don't want to miss it. And you don't want to hear from these beautiful, wonderful authors that's going to be there as well. Don't forget, you can just go to the website and you'll be able to, let me bring that back up for you. You'll be able to find all the information you need to find out there as well, okay? And you can also pre-order Just Be You at our website. Go there, click on the book, and it's going to take you to Heddie's page. And you'll be able to click on the link that's going to take you right there, or you can pre-order your book so that when you come out to the conference, you can get it signed by her and say, hey, I saw you on the show, and I'm so excited to read your book and start using some of the wonderful knowledge you have in there. How cool is that, right?
That sounds great. So, and I can't wait to meet Jay. I'm excited all over again. All over again.
My God, I know that there is such a gift in that young lady, and I see it so. Oh my! Look, I will pay you to write something for her that's going to be a gift from me to you, Jay, because like I
Oh,
said, I just feel like God connected us for a reason, and so I'm imploring you, Heddie. You just send me talk to me and tell me what it's going to cost for you to write something, and I want you to give it to her at the conference. So it's going to be from me to you, and Heddie's going to write something that God is saying to you.
wow. Wow.
You heard
That's
it
an
first
honor.
here.
Yes, you did.
Look, you got to be nice. You got to do things when you feel moved to really interact with people in their lives. You don't know. A lot of you guys, you see me here, and you might have, if you follow me, and I know that I have I'm thankful for the following I have, but for those who may not know, I'm a survivor of attempted murder and rape, but I'm still here because God kept me for his reason and his purpose for me to do the things that I'm called to do. But I remember that right after that happened, and when I did get well enough to, and courage enough to go back out in the public and trust being around people, I would just sit and I would think, man, you never know what a person has been through. and that nobody would know what I just experienced, because we see people all the time coming and going, and we may not be able to come and go like we used to, but we still do, because there's things you have to do. So you have to go out into the world. But you never know what a person is going through. So if there is a moment that God says to you, or that you hear a voice, or that you feel led, or whatever it is, but you know it's something special and good that you're hearing that you need to do, and it's regarding another person, then listen to that voice and be that blessing to that person, because you don't know what they've been through. You don't know what words you may say to them right then at that moment that's going to help them be able to live another day, to be able to move forward and take another step, to be encouraged, to do whatever it is that they need that encouragement for. So let's make a difference. I don't like just being on this earth and being selfish and only thinking about myself. I want to make sure that I can make a difference for other people. And I know so many people like me out there, and you guys tune into our show to hear wonderful people like Heddie, who writes books. What is Impact and Influence about? I'm going to always say it: the Impact and Influence Authors Association, the Impact and Influence Authors Conference. It's all about impacting and influencing lives for positive change. We, the people that are part of the association, the people that are part of this conference, we come together to make a difference for you. We really care. We're not here just for show. We're here because we do care. We take it serious, the gift that God has given us to make a difference for you. And even though we have fun along the way too, because laughter is like a medicine, right?
It
And
is.
we definitely want to bring that to you. So, what's your comments? Because sometimes you gotta talk a lot, Heddie. So just say, shut up and let me say something.
I'm agreeing with everything that you're saying. You're absolutely right. We never know what people go through. And I think that's why I was given a gift. The company is called a poetic ministry, words for the soul, leaving you whole, because there is power in word. I mean, there's so much power in word. So I agree exactly what you're saying, because you never know, what a person is going through just by looking at them. You never know.
Nope. I appreciate that. And Jay, thank you for those wonderful thoughts too. I just posted them. And again, I'm just thankful for Heddie being here too and just sharing with us. You bring inspiration. I had a horrible fall, guys, a few weeks ago, actually February 1st, and I was actually bringing my shows back that day, and Heddie's interview would have been on February 1st, but I felt so hard and I was so hurt. I just wanted to go. Have you ever fallen so hard that you just want to go lay on your bed, take pain medication, and just cry? Okay, that's what I felt like. But thank God for wonderful people, because I called her to say, I can't do your show today. I'm a little bit in a lot of pain. And she put on her nurse hat. Remember when she said she does all these, there's a whole lot of facets to her. It is so true. But every hat that she puts on, she does it well. Okay. So she literally went into nurse mode because she had her background in being a nurse. And she started analyzing, listening to what I was saying. She said, no, you're going to get up and you're going to go to the hospital. I'm like, and this is me. I don't know what to do. She said, you don't know what to do about what? Because you are going to the hospital. I'm like, okay. She was acting just like my daughters. They do me that same way. But I was glad she did, because she was right. I mean, I did hurt myself. I did sprain my ankle and everything. So it makes sense. Sometimes you have to, even go, because nobody want to go to the hospital these days. But sometimes we need to. And it was okay. I'm okay. I made it there and I made it home safely. So yeah,
Barely.
right. And look, I have to say shout out to the Uber driver that brought me back home, because this man literally left his car running and got out of his car and helped me all the way to my door. Okay. I mean, like when I say my door up the stairs, I mean, not up the stairs, but all the way to the fourth floor, and literally left his car running and just to help me. And I'm trying to walk on crutches, and I never knew how hard that was. But God will send angels around to help you when you need it. So I was so thankful. So anyway, that's my
Yes.
sharing for today.
Amen.
Man, yes, so thank you, Heddie, because it was, well, you were right. I should have went, because there was something more wrong than me just being in that pain for falling. So thank you for caring. And so we're going to wrap up. Any final words that you want to say to people watching the show tonight?
Well, if you were having a bad day, just know it gets better. It won't stay that way. And may you rest well in your spirit, whatever's troubling you. I don't know why I'm going here this way, but I think it's something I am supposed to do and say. Just know that you are loved. Just know that it will get better. It will be okay because you're never forgotten.
That's right.
Wow.
That's like
Wow.
that's the best way to end the show because that was so true and so beautiful. Keep those words in mind. And guess what? Here's the nice thing about when we go live and it's recorded. When we end this show, you can go back and listen to those words because let those words be an inspiration for you. Let those words bless your spirit. I hope that when you guys view my show that it does something for you inside, even if it just lifts you up for that moment when you're watching the show. That's my desire. So I want to say thank you guys for always tuning in. Remember, we did the show Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's the Impact and Influence Author Show. And I also do Real Talk with Rhonda Knight on Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, 7 p.m. So be sure to tune into that too. We got some interesting things coming up on the show on Real Talk as well. So I will see you all next time. Make sure you reach out to us. Make sure you sign up for the conference. And again, to my wonderful guests, I want you guys to remember, okay, don't forget that name. It's a name of a super famous person. I mean, I'm speaking it into existence with like I see 20 books, 20 books. What do you guys see? Around 20 books coming from her. And there's her beautiful name right there, Heddie J. Simmons. And right now, let's focus on getting that book from her too and being at the conference. Well, guys, I'm going to end right here. Heddie, I thank you so much. It's always wonderful having you on my show and
Thank you.
sharing with us. You always bring inspiration with you. I thank God that He gave you that wonderful gift. And to you all, thank you for being here as well. So I will see you tomorrow or either on the next show. All
Bye
right.
bye.
Bye bye. God bless.